Okay, I found one for pre-hard mode weapons. That's a good enough, you know?
Okay.
Abigail's Flower, S tier. Best,
Yes.
best early game summon. Ale Tosser, like D tier. That thing sucks. Amazon, I'm gonna put every single yo-yo in C tier. I'm gonna start off by doing that, you know? Except the Hive 5. The Hive 5 gets A tier, because the Hive 5 is based.
Yeah, it's a great yo-yo.
It's like the only good one other than the Terrarian.
Yep, because it actually has an effect.
Yeah. This tier list just doesn't have all the yo-yos. No, no,
There's
it
still
does.
Rally and Valor.
Yeah, and the wooden one.
And Wooden, yeah.
There. That's it? That's probably it. Amber
Honestly,
Staff. S. That's a
Wooden yo-yo,
great...
put it in B tier.
What? Wooden yo-yo B tier? No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, because you can get it very early and it
I
allows you
guess,
to cheese
yeah.
a lot of enemies.
I guess. That is true. It's a good cheese weapon early. I'm putting Amber Staff in S because it's like the best magic staff to get. Yep. Amethyst Staff. I'm gonna have to put this one in the A tier because it's decent, but it's not great. Is this the Aqua Scepter? Is that supposed to be the Aqua Scepter?
I don't know. Oh yeah, oh, probably yeah.
It's like the middle section of the
think
Aqua Scepter. What the heck?
I think it didn't fit.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna put the Aqua Scepter is a B tier weapon. You get it after the Worm boss, so it's not that useful. Ashwood Sword. Terrible. Ballista Rod, S tier, best Century pre-hard mode. This freaking ball.
Low meat.
No, not the meatball. This is the ball of hurt. I'll put this in A tier. It's a decent early melee weapon. The Bat's gonna get a C tier from me. The Bat is just not a good weapon. At all. B-Gun's getting S tier. Because it's the B-Gun.
Yeah.
The Beekeeper is gonna get A tier. Because it's still pretty good. Actually, no. It's getting B tier simply because the Hive 5 exists. It's just a better version of the Beekeeper. You know? Like, it's just better. And then B-Nades are S tier.
Oh, yeah.
Bladed Glove. This isn't even really a weapon that you get to use. It's just kind of a Halloween exclusive. I'll put it in C tier, I guess. Because it's better than the Ale Tosser, at least.
Yeah.
Hey, are you paying attention to if it's raining? Here we go. Alright. Blade of Grass, S tier. What is the name of I don't remember the name of the Crimson Sword. But that's gonna get an A tier because it's okay, but
is it the Blood Butcher?
That's it. Yes. Actually, no. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I think where's the Light's
its effect
Bane
is pretty good.
Yeah, but I think the Light's Bane effect is better.
Oh yeah, it's definitely better.
There's the Light's Bane. That's gonna go in A tier. The Blood Rainbow. That's an A tier. It's not as good as the Daedalus Stormbow, since it has its own projectile. Bloody Machete is actually a good weapon, but because
it's a great boomerang, yeah.
Because it's Halloween exclusive, I have to leave it out of S tier.
Fair enough.
What the dart weapons? Ooh, I wonder where they'll go. Ooh.
Isn't the blowpipe like?
No,
it's Witch Doctor.
It's the Witch Doctor, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was hard mode.
Here we have the worst weapon in the game.
The Blue Moon.
Literally just is immediately outclassed by the Sun Fury. Yep. I wish it was better. I so wish it had a unique effect. Like maybe if it inflicted a debuff or something.
Yep. Maybe Broken Armor.
You know what? Broken Armor would be a good one. It'd be like a pre-hard mode Icor.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put all the Phase Blades where they deserve to go, which is C tier. Until they're
rework.
Yeah, with the rework, are there? there's only the one faceplate to represent all of them, I think.
Fair enough, that makes sense.
Yeah. Once they get the rework, they'll probably be A tier or B tier, but right now they're C.
Yeah.
Bone
The fact they can
javelins.
stick them into the ground is just amazing.
Bone javelins carry the early game if you get them.
S tier.
They are literal S tier, dude. They are amazing.
Yep.
Bone. That's not a weapon.
It's not even the glove.
It's just bone. Bone sword is gonna get a B tier, because like if you get it early, it's decent, but like any other time and it's not good. Let's check
By
and
the
see
way,
if
you
it's
actually
raining
can
real
use.
quick. Like no one does that. Also, fossil throwing knife, B tier. They're decent. They have good pierce, but they are not the bone javelin. You know,
Yeah.
like when you can make bone javelins instead of this thing's
They're
existence.
still good.
Yeah,
No,
like
they're-
against Eater of Worlds, they're good because they have pierce for the segments. But bone javelin, Book of Skulls. I actually don't really know about this one.
It's a
I
good
never
weapon,
use it, but like
it's
this exists.
farming for it is so hard though.
Yeah,
If you don't get it on the first.
yeah. And the Demon
right.
Scythe exists, and it's just a better version of it. I'm gonna put it in B tier for that reason. B for bone tier. I think
Yeah,
this is the
okay.
boomstick. I think this is the boomstick. I
Yeah,
can't
it is.
really tell, but that's an S tier
Definitely
weapon.
is. Yep.
Why didn't they just condense all the like wood bows into one? Why you got like 6
I have no
different
idea.
wood swords and stuff? This is a bow that is better. I'm gonna put that one in. No, it doesn't get S tier. It gets A tier. Because it's good, but it's outclassed
Yeah.
by... Where is it? It's here
Hellwing.
somewhere. There it is. Hellwing, S tier. I'm going so out of order for these. I do not care.
Who does?
You know, I should put the meatball up with the ball of hurt.
What is
Actually,
that
no.
first
The
thing?
meatball is better. I will put the...
Oh,
no.
it's the bouncy grenade.
Oh, hey, bouncy grenade. Anyways. Well, no, I'll move it up to C tier. Purely because I was gonna put sticky nades in A and regular nades in B. Bouncing grenades are just not as good, generally, because they can bounce away from the target.
Yep.
This is not a weapon, bro. That is not a weapon.
Yeah, that's the breathing thing. No?
Yeah. Do I put the cactus sword in with all the wood swords? I feel like no, because it's like actually...
Put it in C.
I'll put it above. Yeah. Put it with the bows. Oh, here's an ore bow I missed. Is there... Did I miss any other... There's a wooden sword?
I think there's another orbo. I see. Next to the shuriken.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Candy cane sword. I'm gonna just keep going from the top now. Candy cane sword's pretty good, but because it is Christmas exclusive, I'm gonna put it in B tier. Chain knife. Chain knife's actually good,
Yeah, A.
but it's just so
I think
rare.
that's a solid A.
I think
Yeah,
it is
but
an
it's a
A.
solid A.
It would be
Yeah.
S for the point that you get it if it wasn't so rare. Okay,
Yep.
this is a slept-on pick. Combat wrench is S tier. I don't care
I
what
agree.
anyone says. That is
I
a
never used it,
slept-on
but-
weapon. It is slept on. It is so good, but no one uses it because it's at a point in the game where boomerangs just kind of aren't considered anymore, other than
Yep.
flamerang. But this is low-key better than the flamerang, just because
enough.
it goes through and it does a little bit of pierce instead of just hitting and bouncing back.
Yeah.
It's kind
Also, you
of
can-
goated.
Have the flasks to
Yeah.
apply the debuff anyway.
Alright, now we're on to ore swords. I'm gonna put ore swords here and short swords here. Just gonna do all of them real quick. They're gonna be so out of order, but I do not care.
No one does. Oh, it's raining.
We gotta get. Okay, I got Dark Lance is next. That's gonna go in S tier, honestly. It's a good pick against Wall of Flesh because of the Shadow Flame debuff. I can still hear all the Meowmere shots.
I'm gonna continue with that then.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Demon Scythe is gonna go in S tier.
I see, mister.
Because, like, the Demon Scythe is available at every point in the game in pre-hard mode. And it's just good, you know? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna move the Gym Staffs down to B tier, all of them. Except the Amber Staff. Because the Amber Staff... Jackie! Jackie, I can't hear myself think! The Amber Staff is going in S tier still because it's the only one that's viable, really, because it's the easiest to get. Okay. Alright, Enchanted Boomerang, that's just gonna be an A tier weapon. Very good. Enchanted Sword, S tier, because it's the Enchanted Sword and you need a projectile if you're playing melee. You know? It's also just a good, decently high damage weapon. What is this? What is this joke of a weapon? Exotic Scimitar? Nah. D tier. Ooh. The Explosive Trap. Generally the worst sentry. But I'd still give it B tier. Because it's high damage and you can stack it, but with glitches to deal big damage at once. But you can do that with all of them. I didn't even know the Falcon Blade was pre-hard mode. It's getting Jackie.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay,
Why
but
not?
because I'm doing a tier list.
So?
That's a portal gun. Yep, that's a portal gun, buddy. I'm gonna put the Flamerang with the Enchanted Boomerang. Because it's good at the time. Jackie, you gotta protect me, man.
You're fine.
Alright, sure. I'm just gonna put all the old ones, Army Sentries, in B tier. Or the other two that, you know. Ballista gets S. Actually, Flame Burst gets A. It's decent, you know. Lightning Aura gets S, because, I mean, it carried us through the entire game, you know?
It really did.
It really did. Flame Lash, that's actually a really good magic weapon. That's gonna get S from me. Ooh, the Flaming Mace, such a good weapon. That's B tier. The Mace is just not a very good weapon when you can just get the Ball of Hurt pretty much for free. Jackie, keep yourself safe, man.
Oh. I got it.
Did you make a bouncing chamber for the Meowmere? There, now I won't be bothered while I'm doing my tier list. Flare gun. He's gonna do it again. Flare gun, flare gun, flare gun. C tier. No, D tier. Flintlock pistol, C tier. Literally, who uses it? Right? You know? Who uses the flintlock pistol?
I think I've used it at some
Yeah,
point,
but like,
yeah,
you
I
have the
wasn't as good
musket
at
and the
it.
Undertaker available to you. Why would you ever use the flintlock pistol?
I think it does more damage.
Yeah, but like, not than the musket. The musket can just carry you through all of pre-hard mode, dude. Until you get a
Yeah,
mini
but
shark.
it shoots faster, so.
That is true. Flink staff. A tier. They're not the best. They bounce a little too much, but they're pretty good. The Flower of Fire is also going to get an A tier. It's just not as good as the Flame Lash. Jackie, I hear that. The Fly Meal
They're
is
so far away.
The Fly Meal is not a weapon. The Fly Meal is not a weapon. It is a torture machine for your prisoners. It goes in D tier. But it would be S if this was a NPC torture tier list. Frost Daggerfish. Need I say more? Terrible weapon. The Fruit Chakra. That's gonna go with the other seasonal weapons in B tier. because if it was available out of season, it'd be A. The Gladius. It's a short sword. It gets a D tier. Ooh,
I think it's actually a good short sword.
It
though,
is kinda, but like
because of the random.
yeah, but it's still not a good
attack.
weapon. You know?
Yeah.
Like, why would you use that when you have, like, I don't know, an enchanted sword or Star Fury available? Also, the next weapon's the Zapinator. You already know where that goes.
Yeah, D tier.
Yeah. And then the handgun. The handgun's gonna get A tier purely because Phoenix Blaster exists and it's just better, and you can get it at the exact same time. Wait, is this what is this? Do you see this? What is this weapon?
I have actually no clue what the. Is it a confetti grenade or something?
Hold on, that might actually just be from the party girl.
Yeah.
I think it might be a smoke grenade or something. Happy grenade. Does half the damage of an ordinary grenade.
That's genius. That's S tier for sure.
I didn't even know this thing existed.
Hey.
I'm putting that in D tier. Absolutely worthless. It goes in S for funny, though. If that was the... You know. Harpoon. I feel like Harpoon gets a solid A tier because it's an infinite ammo ranged weapon at a time where you don't have infinite ammo. At alone makes it pretty good. Hornet and Imp Staff are both going to get S tier because there's like no summons in pre-hard mode. Also Houndius, S tier. Ice Blade, A tier, just worse enchanted sword. And Ice Boomerang is just going to go with the others. This is not a weapon that I would ever consider using. The Javelins, they suck. Katana. The Katana's actually a decent weapon, but I'm going to put it in B tier because it costs so much and you can technically get better weapons at the time. The Leather Whip, it's going to get an S tier. Actually, no. A tier for the Leather Whip because the Zoologist sucks. The Snapthorn's getting S though.
Yeah. Yep.
S for Snapthorn tier. Mace is going with Flaming Mace.
Honestly, by the time you get enough bestiary to get to the Leather Whip,
you should already have a Snapthorn.
Snapthorn, yeah.
The Magic Missile is going in D tier for don't make my ears bleed, please. Mandible Blade, C tier.
It's so good though.
No. What, the Magic Mirror or the Mandible Blade?
The magic Missile.
Fine, I'll move it up to C, but my ears are still bleeding. The Mini Shark is getting an S tier. There are very few ranged weapons in S tier, but
yeah,
that is one of them. Molotovs? Dude, 1.3 Molotovs would have been S tier, because they used to absolutely cook. But now they're like a B tier weapon. Like, they're only good if you want to get fire debuff on something. And even then, it's like, it's eh. The Muramasa is going to get an A tier. It would be S if you didn't just immediately use it to craft the Night's Edge. You know?
Yep. It's an amazing sword, though.
Yeah. Musket. S tier. Best gun.
Yes.
I love the musket. Only reason I would ever consider playing Corruption over Crimson is for the musket. Paintball gun. Actually, it's a pretty good weapon. I'm going to put it in B tier, though. It's an NPC dropped weapon, but for infinite ammo and 3-shot burst, it's actually a pretty decent weapon, you know? Why is Paper Plane on this list? Why are there 2 Paper Planes on this list?
It deals damage. It deals damage. Wait, there's 2?
Yeah, there's 2 types. There's white and brown. Or yellow.
Oh, okay.
The Pneumatic Horn. Now this,
Honestly,
I'm very conflicted about this weapon because it can do huge damage, but it just doesn't most of the time. So it's getting
A or B.
B, I think. It's just too inconsistent. Poisoned knife. Who uses this? Who uses poisoned knives?
No one.
Exactly, D tier. Purple cleverfish.
Daggers.
Purple cleverfish, the best weapon in the game.
S tier.
No, C tier.
We got like 15 of them.
I know, right? This is the quad barrel shotgun, I think. I'm gonna give that an A. It's a little bit too inaccurate, but it's for the wall, so. This is the Red Rider. B tier for
And
season
meteor
mobility.
shot kind of helps.
Yes, meteor shot does help for bouncing. This is the revolver. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is. It's gonna get A tier.
Basically a musket.
It's more like it's a better version. It fires faster than the musket and does more damage than the Undertaker. So it's kind of like a middle point between them.
Yep.
Rotten eggs.
Rotten eggs.
Next to the fly meal.
S tier.
How did I miss this? Ruby staff, go with your brethren. And sapphire staff, you go there too. I'm almost done.
The ruler.
The ruler. And the sand gun. And the sand gun. The sand gun's actually like a decent weapon though. I'm gonna have to give it C instead of D. Ooh, the shroomerang. Now see, you don't get A tier. You get C tier because it's just too rare, and you probably already have one of these. The trimerang, on the other hand, that's an actual S tier weapon.
Yep.
For early game melee, trimerang is good. Oh wow, shurikens. Shurikens are gonna get an A tier actually. They were like the main.
Carry you from.
They were the main way to kill Eye of Cthulhu before expert mode.
Yep.
Like you would just spam shurikens at him. Crazy.
Yep. Like day one, you can kill Eye of Cthulhu easy.
Snowball Cannon's gonna get an A tier. Cause easy to craft ammo, which is snowballs, and snowballs are getting a D
Slime
tier.
staff is B. It's a good summon, but it's super rare.
Yeah, I agree with that. Space gun, S tier because infinite ammo.
Absolutely.
The spear, D tier. Like it's good, but you just replace it immediately if you get something better. Dude, spiky balls, S. Genuine S tier weapon right here.
Yeah.
Why did the music get so dramatic when I talked about the spiky balls?
I don't know.
Spinal Tap, also an S tier because wall.
Yep.
What is this? What is that?
I think it's the spiky ball thing.
No.
The counterpart, I think, or not counterpart. It's just an upgrade.
I feel like it's from Christmas presents. Hold on.
It's, yeah, it might be. I think it's basically another spiky ball though.
Star and Eyes. Oh, it's shurikens. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's slightly more damage than a shuriken, I guess, but like shurikens are an A, seasonal B. No, that's A. B. S for Star Cannon. Because it's the Star Cannon. And also the Star Fury. Can I stop hitting that, please? Where did it go? Why is it in D tier? Get that out of here, man. No, Jackie's doing stuff. Storm Spear. Honestly, a terrible weapon. And I can never find it when I need it. D tier. I have big bias against underground jungle weapon or underground desert weapons. Stylish Scissors, also a D tier because it drops from an NPC. The Swordfish, D tier. The Tendon Bow needs to go up here with the Demonite Bow. Oh, Tentacle Spike. This has been added recently, and I think it's actually... I say recently, that was 4 years ago. Crazy, I know. I think this is actually a pretty good weapon, but no one uses it, so it's in B tier. Terragrim. Jackie, is that the Star Cannon?
No.
I think you're lying to me.
I'm not.
I think I just tabbed back
It's
in, and I saw you using the Superstar Shooter.
Yes, that's the one. But it's not the Star Cannon.
Okay. The Terragrim is going to go in C tier. Too short of range. Too rare. I'd rather have an enchanted sword. The Bee's Knees is an S tier weapon.
All B weapons are basically S.
Yeah. You know, I'm moving Hive 5 up to S tier.
Yeah, it's really the best yo-yo.
Yeah.
Okay, Beekeeper actually sucks though.
Yeah, that's why it's in B tier. B tier, yep. Get it? Ha ha!
Oh god.
Rotted Fork is D. That weapon just genuinely bad. I mean, wait, it has brain. It did get range buffed, but like in terms of brain. Yeah, but in terms of melee weapons used against brain, like,
I tend to use it quite a lot.
You could have the Star Fury by hit now. You know? Or the Light's Bane, or Blood Butcherer.
You're gonna hate me for this, but I actually don't like the Star Fury.
Really? No, I understand, because it can, like, it's terrible underground. But, like, I think it's still a good weapon. It's definitely S, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yep.
The Undertaker, look, Musket's an S, Undertaker's an A. That's just how it goes. The Undertaker's worse. Thorn Chakram. Say it with me. Who uses this? B tier. Yeah, but like...
But it was like back in
the day where nothing else better existed. There was no Flamerang. Wait, no, there probably was a Flamerang.
Yeah, there was.
Throwing Knife. I'm going to put it with Shurikens, because it's just kind of a better Shuriken.
Yep.
I have personal beef with this weapon. I have beef with the Thunder Zapper. I hate the Thunder Zapper. It can never show up for me when I need it. I hate you, Thunder Zapper. I can't give it D, though. It's actually a decent magic weapon for a little bit.
Yep.
The Umbrella
early game, if you find it very early game.
Yeah, but I never find it. I have beef with this weapon. Yep. Both Umbrellas are in D tier, just because...
Trident, basically a spear.
Yeah, Trident's a spear, but it gives you water mobility, so I think that makes it B tier. Also, it does more damage than the spear.
I did not even know it does that.
Yeah, you get, like, it's not as good as, like, a Flipper Potion, I don't think, but it's still pretty good. The Vampire Frog Staff, S. Vile Thorn, also S. Very good magic weapon.
Yep.
This is not the Volcano. This is the Fiery Greatsword, and I will never call it anything else.
S.
It is S. The Wand of Frosting and the Wand of Sparking are also getting S.
Yep.
Very good early game magic. And so is the Water Bolt. This is also going to get an S. Actually, no, it's a support magic. No, it does get S.
No, it's very good.
It's a support magic weapon, so you can fire out and use other stuff. Why are these the last two that are left? Because of alphabetical order, that's why. The Zombie Arm sucks. The Wooden Boomerang sucks.
Yep.
So there it is. There's the tier list.
It sucks a bit less than the Zombie Arm.
There's the tier list. If anyone is seeing this in the VOD, comment on it and let me know if you hate me for putting something where I did. Because I'm sure Jackie agrees with most of that.
Yeah.